Hi, this is going to be a YouTube channel that shows all the solutions to Project Euler problems. So I'm going to start off with the first problem, which is multiples of 3 or 5, and then I'm going to later on show the rest of the problems. I highly recommend that you solve these problems on your own first, and then once you've got the solutions for yourself, then go and see the solutions elsewhere. But if you don't try them on your own, then it's pretty bad. So I'm going to show you some basic stuff in Project Euler. So you can see here the statistics. So some of the statistics are like the Eulerians, the people that solve the most problems over here. They have a score of 238. I don't really know what that is. I'm much lower than this. But these are the highest rated Eulerians. I mean, it's very tough problems that they have to solve. You have a progress tab over here. You can see I've solved 75 problems out of the 761 problems. I've solved more problems than this. I've solved 104 problems, but it's on another channel. So some basic stuff. There's also other statistics, such as locations. You can see who's solved how much. England has solved a lot of problem solvers, and you can see a lot of the first world countries have a lot of top solvers there. So this will load. We're running into some technical difficulties. Yeah, finally. So here are some of the top solvers in Germany, for example, and they have 725 plus solvers. And you can take a look at it yourself and see which country ranks the highest, and you can take a look at the US, for example, that has a lot of problem solvers. So we're going to solve the first problem, multiples of 3 or 5. So I'm going to give you the answers for these problems. I can do that for up to 100. After that, you're going to have to learn to solve them on your own. So the first problem is, if we list all the natural numbers below 10 that are multiples of 3 or 5, we get 3, 5, 6, and 9. The sum of these multiples is 23. Find the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5 below 1,000. So the sum of multiples of 3 or 5 below 1,000. So the solution is actually right here. I have it right here. It's in C++. But you can write it in any other language that you want. So the solution is that you have a counter that saves the sum, and then you iterate from the first number to up to 999, and then if the number is divisible by 3, which is modulo 3 in C++, and if it's divisible by 5, which is modulo 5 gives you the remainder when you divide it by 5, and modulo 3 gives you the remainder when you divide it by 3. So if the remainder when you divide it by 3 is 0, or if the remainder when you divide it by 5 is 0, that means the remainder when you divide it by 3 is 0 means that it is divisible by 3, and the remainder when you divide it by 5 is 0 means that it is divisible by 5. So if it's divisible by 3 or 5, then you add the sum to the counter, you add the number to the sum counter, and then finally you display the sum. So if we run this, we get the answer, which is 233,168. And that is the first problem. I want to see some comments, or I want to see questions that you guys have that you want me to solve, because I don't know if people are interested in this. I don't know if it's very easy to solve the first 100 problems and that people don't need any help with it. So if you guys have any recommendations, anything that you want me to solve, any specific Project Euler problem, if it's between 1 and 100, I'll probably solve it. After that, I haven't solved that many problems myself. And if you need any help, any book recommendations to solve Project Euler problems or anything like that, I can give it to you. I just need to see your questions on the comments section, and anything you want, any tutorial that you want. So I'll show you 1 to 100 to 50, but if I don't see many views and many likes, I'm not going to go all the way through 50. But if I see many views, then I will keep on adding the problems and keep giving you the solutions to the problems. And that's it. That's problem 1.